going on, all my gamers, all my Honkai Star Rail gamers? Now, this will be a little bit more for people who haven't played Honkai Star Rail or a little bit newer to it and kind of want to feel like they're interested in the game now that the game is getting a 5-star selector. Now, unlike with Genshin Impact, I feel like a lot of these characters really do still have a place and really do work pretty decently, honestly. I still use a few of these characters, but actually I only use one of them, but still I would use Japard if I had him. So I think that if we were to start, right, so Honkai Star Rail, because it is a game with like where it's just turn-based, you do really have to kind of follow the meta when you get to late game. Early game, it just really, I think if you have either a super break character or if you have a character that'll just, or if you have the weaknesses of the enemies, you can kind of go through it pretty decently until maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a boss fight that's hard. Aventurine was kind of hard, Hule as well. I think the first boss is fine. The Doctor Ratio, what is it? The Swarm. The Swarm is really obnoxious, but today I want to talk about these 5-star characters, right? You get a 5-star chat. You have now gone into 3.0. You have a 5-star selector. Let's start to figure out where we're going to start from this. So for this one, I want to start with the 3 that I think are the 3 that are the best, right? The 3 that you're probably going to want to pick, and it starts with Bronya, Japard, and Clara. I don't know if I said Calyx. I don't know why. So you have Bronya right here. She's always good for buffing. I think she's really easy to build. All you really have to do is throw speed and crit damage on her, and that's pretty much it. At that point, you're done. Japard is always going to be... I feel like he's always going to be decent because Aventurine is a limited character. So if you need sustain, he has shields. He gives you an insane shield because early game, what do you get? March? And she shields maybe one character. And honestly, you want March Hunt better anyway, so you don't want regular March. She kind of sucks. Trailblazer's okay. I don't know. I really wish I had Japard, which it's kind of what I'm going to use this for. I think Japard is going to be my pick. And then Clara. Clara is just a pretty good DPS. I think she's not as good as Yunli. I think Yunli's a lot better. I use Yunli all the time. She does insane amount of damage. But if you can't get Yunli, she's not on a rerun or whatever, you kind of want Clara. And these are kind of like your 3. You look at your own team comp, you kind of pick which one you want. Me, personally, I would say Bronya. But if you're struggling, Japard. And then Clara, get her if you want. Now, the other 2 are kind of a flex pick. I think in certain situations you would want to have them. So with Himiko, this is kind of ironic because these are like the top characters in the middle, the mid characters on the side, and the other characters on the terrible characters on the other side. Now, Himiko, it's kind of weird in a way because I don't really use her. I have built her, but I just haven't found a reason to use her. But I could see, the more that I think about it, I can kind of see the vision why you would want her. If you have, I guess in an early game, I think you do. I don't remember if you get a free Herda. I'm not entirely sure, but if you do get a free Herda, you can kind of set up the infinite spin. You have Herda's passive where she does the spin, and then you have Himiko's passive, which will go off every so often. I think she actually does pretty okay damage. Early game, it's going to feel a lot better than it is late game, so that's why I would pick her. It's kind of like a mid kind of a pick, but she will still do damage. Now, Welt, I think he's actually more niche, but I could see how you could use him as like a damage dealer or like a setup or support or something like that. He can imaginary damage. Actually, it'll leave people. I think if you break their weaknesses, it'll leave them suspended, and they'll be out for a bit because the thing about these 2 have the same reasons of why you would pick them. You can't take damage if they can't do damage, and with Himiko, it's like if you're just gonna infinitely attack, you might as well pick her, right? If they can't attack and you can attack, you win, basically. It's the same thing with if you could string them up with the with the imaginary the imaginary break where it holds him up. I think that would make him pretty decent. Now, oh my gosh. Now we gotta get to the part where we're just talking shit. No, see, this is kind of a difference between Genshin, the 5 stars in Genshin and the 5 stars in Honkai Star Rail. Is that the only one? Now, in Genshin, I said the only one you would really want to pick is one of them. In Genshin, or in Honkai, the only one you really don't want to pick is one of them. The only one you really don't want to pick is Yang Qing. I think he's awful. I think all of his, it was his Eidolons. Yeah, I think his Eidolons basically go against what his kit is supposed to do, which is really, really funny. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I remember someone showing me his Eidolons, and I was like, wow, that's not even how he works. It was really stupid. I think it had to do with, like, I don't know if it was follow-up attacks. I don't remember. I had to look up his Eidolons, but they're really stupid. And Bailu, she's not. The problem with Bailu, in my opinion, is that if you can get lucky and get Gallagher, and Gallagher is a 4-star, so you always have a chance to get him, you don't really want to get her, right? You don't really want to use, or you don't really want to waste a 5-star selector on Bailu is the problem. It's not that she's bad, because healing, like I said with Gepard, healing and shielding will always be good, but the only problem with Gepard is that Gepard is not really outshunned by a 4-star where Bailu is, right? Gepard is not going to get outdone by Trailblazer, and he's not going to get outdone by March 7th. He is absolutely outclassed by Aventurine, but that's a 5-star, you know? That's not even a permanent 5-star. That's a what do you call it? A limited 5-star. So Bailu, unfortunately, because you have Natasha, which is not that good, but you know, early game is a healer. You know, I like her. I like her. I like Natasha. She's got huge tits. Not Lynx. Lynx is okay. You know, she has what something that I really go for, and what I really went for early game is buff. Is buff removal, and Lynx has it, Natasha has it, I think Bailu has it as well, but I don't know. Gallagher, I don't know if Gallagher has it, but I know Gallagher has, you know, Gallagher is just pretty nuts. Gallagher has been top tier since he's been out. I think Gallagher is only outdone by 5 stars, and even then it's only outdone by Ling Sha. Me personally, I like Lukua better, but you know, I don't know why people don't like him. I like him. So, yeah, I think Bailu, if you're desperate and you need a healer and you're dying a lot and, you know, you've tried everything, I think Bailu is fine because Bailu also, without any Eidolons, has a revive, you know? You have a redo button if you mess it up, and you will mess it up because this is early game we're talking about. This is as if you haven't played the game. So, early game, you know, you died. Chat, you died. Unfortunate. Your character's dead. You have nothing. Nothing. You're desperate. What do? Get Bailu, throw her on your team. She's gonna heal. She heals for a lot, and she also has a revive. So yeah. Yang Qing, on the other hand, like we've been saying, just don't pick him, bro. Every time he's like the 1 5-star that you get where you're just like, fuck, I got Yang Qing. Damn it. Himiko definitely. I like Himiko is just so much better than him, bro. Just if you really want a damage dealer, get Welt or get Himiko. That's just my opinion. But if you guys were, so if I were to rank it, I think I would put Bronya first, Gepard second, Clara third. For me personally, but you know, since I already have Bronya, I'm not gonna get her. And then I think Himiko above Welt, because Himiko has Welt seems a little bit more niche, and then Bailu miles above Yang Qing. So yeah. Again, this is my opinion. If you have any more opinions on your own, please tell me. I haven't had a time to discuss a lot of these videos. You know, I have been enjoying the React content. That's been a lot of fun, but you know, sometimes you gotta get back to basics, and I gotta yap and tell you my own opinion straight, chat. You know what I'm saying? I do like React content. It is really fun, though. Anyways, chat, that's just what I really want to talk about today. Let me know who you're going to pick for your 5-star selector. You know, so 5-star selector's coming around the corner, chat. Comment, like, and subscribe, chat, and I will catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.